Good morning, Flosstube. Welcome to Justsewsherrie. I'm Justsewsherrie here on YouTube and also over on Instagram as well. And hello, good morning, welcome back. For those of you who came and had a little look at my unboxing video on Thursday, so it was just a couple of days ago, so it feels weird doing another camera thing 2 days later. Where are we? It is Saturday the 29th of June. It is just coming up to 6 o'clock in the morning. So I was up nice and early this morning. I woke up about 4:30. But it was a ping awake. Right, let's just get up. I mean, look at this. I've got makeup on. And it's pre 6 a.m. That's got to be a world record for me anyway. Definitely. Wouldn't care, never ever used to be a morning person, you know. I was a night bird, but somehow, somewhere along the way, I've turned into an early bird. Got a Coke, keep me going. I've just said the date, I've said hello. What I need to do is say welcome. Welcome to everybody who subscribed from the start, who has take 7, guys, take 7. How the hell did that happen? Oh, I am not sure how that happened. I assume my camera thinks I've made some sort of a sign for balloons. That is this week's Justsewsherrie right there. Right, the devil there. I wouldn't care. This week's Justsewsherrie actually relates to balloons, which is very, very weird. Very weird. Right, where was I? I was saying welcome to everybody who's joined me at the start, joined along the way, or is just fallen into my wonderful world of madcap nonsense here on Flosstube about cross stitch. So this week's Justsewsherrie is weirdly about a party balloon. That is very, very weird. My partner Keith used to say I was a witch. Like, I had the ability to say things and things would just happen, and he hated it. He did hate it. No, I mean, I didn't mean to do it, but yeah, I was pretty much kind of accepted. There's my alarm. Thanks, but I'm up. You couldn't write this stuff. You could not write this stuff. So when I talk about Justsewsherries, this is the normal nonsense of my life. So yes, I was a witch. I am a witch. Anyway, good, bad, or indifferent. Well, where was I? I was doing Justsewsherrie with balloons, wasn't I? So this was from a couple of years ago. And my daughter got engaged and she was having an engagement party, and I had to pick up some foiled blown up balloons, you know, that the card shop was blowing balloons up with helium for me, and I wanted them last minute because I didn't want to have them go down during the night, so I said I would pick them up at 5 p.m. and the shop shut, I think, at 5:30. So I was running a little bit late. It was just after 5:25. I had my niece Jennifer with me, who was maybe about 8 or 9 at the time. Now Jennifer, she's a character. She's been here before, our little Jenny Penny. Definitely been here before. But I was like walking along as fast as I can walk, and as I've mentioned, I'm not great mobility wise and stuff, so I was going as fast as I could, and Jennifer was beside me. And I know she was younger because she was here. She's up to here now. I remember her, she was still younger than me. And, sorry, smaller than me. Hopefully she'll always be younger than me. And I was like trying to go as fast as I could now at eat Jennifer. And I was so worried that I was going to miss this damn shop. I said, eat Jennifer, I think I'm going to be late. And I can't walk any faster. I can't walk any faster and I can't run. And she just looked up at me with this like incredulous, like, you know, the lip curl. And she went, well, try skipping. And I did. I sort of went as if I was going to try start and skip. And me head went to, could I? Can I? No! I'm not skipping. I'm not skipping. I mean, she had probably a very valid point. I'll never forget. Well, try skipping. What? You know, are you that stupid? Obviously I am, Jennifer. Obviously I am. So that is this week's Justsewsherrie, with a couple of other random things just thrown in just for the crack. What else have I got? Cross stitch. Funnily enough, that is exactly why we're here. Let's start with cross stitch, and I'll give you a bit of a life update as we go through at some point. It will naturally come, I hope. If it doesn't, give me a shout and say, Sherrie, you forgot what you were going to tell her. Cross stitch. I have got one finish, one new start, and we'll talk about that when we get there as well. I have got some whips, and I've got some gifts. I fell rather hard down a Stacey Nash hole. And I'm quite excited to see them again, because I got them Sunday. Royal Mail delivered them, which was, I didn't even know Royal Mail worked on a Sunday. And my first thought was, oh damn, I'm going to have to wait all week to show you them, because I'm quite excited. So let's start with finishes. Oh, in fact, no, let's start Book of Days. I said I was going to be more mindful about keeping it, because you can see there this last week, like the week before last week, I wasn't keeping up with it, but I have kept up with it this week, and I haven't stitched on as much as what I normally would have. I didn't have as much time as I normally would have, so yes, that's me Book of Days. I don't even know what's happening anymore, really. So my finish, I am doing the 12 monthly Quakers, which form the backbone of my 24 and 24. So I have managed to finish July. So that is July. And that is on 22 count hard hanger. And it is with the Cold For blues, but I substituted the red and I can't remember what for now. This is why I need to take better notes. I'll need to go back and watch a Flosstube to figure out what colour I used. Or I might have put it in an Instagram post maybe. I can't remember. So I really loved this one. I loved this stitch. I loved every single stitch in this stitch. Some of these I haven't enjoyed, but this one I did. I think it's fabulous and it's come out really well. And I have now got, what did I say it was, the 29th? So I've got one day to fully finish it and get it up in my house. That's my finish of the week. So my new start of the week. More of my 24 and 24, and it is the 4th of 4 wee birds that I said I was going to do. So this is winter. Oh no, just put me book of days, it's Christmas. So this is winter. Take note of the photo because we're going to come back to it. And this is my start. Look at this. Guess who serged that? I got to grips with my new serger. I haven't done anything fantastic. I have done a lot of serging. I haven't done anything fantastic. I have done a lot of serging. That makes no sense whatsoever. What I mean by that is I didn't know you could use your serger to do anything other than serge, as in just finish off fabrics was what I meant. But you can actually make stuff with it. I didn't know that. So that's going to be fun, having a little bit of a go at that. So yes, everything that wasn't nailed down was serged within an inch of its life this last week with my new serger that I showed you last week. So this is my start. And I don't know what made me in fact I do know what made me think. With these I'm having to be, so this is on 36 count Winter Moon by Zweigart. And I'm having to be very careful about making sure I don't carry any threads behind, because as you can see it's quite 36 count, but it's still relatively open weave, and now they are relatively dark colours. So I was checking the colours out and I got like all the threads out, which I won't show you because you don't need to see them all, but and then I thought there's this one. That might not show up. What was it I started recently where it didn't show up? Can't remember. You might remember. I can't. I mean it was the last wee bird I was on about the cream wouldn't show up. So I thought I'm just going to check and see how much of this is needed. So do I need to change the colour kind of thing, or is it all enclosed with other darker colours? Yep. This snowman, there is a rather large snowman. You're not going to see this on that, are you? Never going to happen. So I am going to restart it, and I have decided, actually let's get some of the threads out. I have decided to do it on this. So this is Fibre on a Whim, Cypress, 36 count as well. They are some of the colours. So I needed to make sure that the green would stand out, obviously. So that is what I'm going to restart that on. I'll probably do that today or tomorrow. But it took me an age to decide. It's a lovely piece of fabric. So yeah, it took me a little while to decide what I was going to change it to. But that is what I'm going to do it on. I will unpick this and hopefully use it again, because it's a very nice piece of fabric that should be used for something. I'll leave that out now. I can put it away because I've showed you. I've showed all the people, and I'm quite chuffed with myself that I actually remembered to check the threads before I got any further down the line. So that's me finish and my new start, which will be UFO'd and then restarted. Let's get into the whips. The whips. Oh, I didn't realise this is still in the hoop. So speaking of the Quakers, I because I finished July. Again, this is my 24 and 24. Now technically, for anybody who's new around, I started the 12, I didn't even say who it was from. It was by the From the Heart Needlework by Wendy. Yeah, if I look at my piece of paper, Needle Art by Wendy. Did I say that? Did I say Needlework by Wendy? From the Heart, Needle Art by Wendy. Hold that thought. Sorry about that. Do you know, I still think that you're hanging on waiting for us. I forget that this will be smushed together and be a fraction of a nanosecond that I'm actually away for you guys. So I've changed my Coke for a cup of tea instead. And what else was I going to say? Oh, that's right. I'll explain why when I get to me bit of a life update at the end. So yes, we were on August Quaker. Did I show you it? I don't know if I don't think I did. This is From the Heart, Needle Art by Wendy. And I think I'm going to like this one. I didn't think I was, because this all looks a bit not very symmetrical when you're actually stitching it, when you're in the detail of it. But it actually is. So this is as far as I got. And my lovely Newcastle United Bumblebee from Sophie Stitchy Ferret. So I didn't think this was going to be like getting a rhythm with it, but actually you can. Once you get to these bits here, this bit went really quickly, which I was quite surprised at. So again, this is on 22 count hard hanger, which I'm stitching all of them on. And that's where we are with that. So I had just started, literally, I'd done half of that on my 12 and 12. So I've done the rest this last week. Right, I've got my microphone out, so I need to be careful not to be too noisy. Where am I? Who am I? What am I doing? Where will I go next? And this is the Firm Favourite. Owl Forest patchwork calendar, which I've been stitching. Oh, I was going to check that, wasn't I? I think maybe around October I started this. Maybe. And I haven't done a huge amount, but I have done a bit more. So we are up to March, April, May, June, August, September. So I had literally just started. I'd just started along the top here. So I've started filling this in. And again, actually very similar to the August Quaker. I thought this was going to be, because I like Quakers because I like the symmetry of them. And I like the methodology. In terms of, it's like stitch 2, miss 3, stitch 2, miss 3, stitch 1, miss 2, stitch 1, miss 2. Like it's repetitive, and that's why I would be no good at full coverage, because I don't think there's anything like that in full coverage. But anyway, again, I thought this was going to be bitty, and it's not. There is quite a method to it. So just started the little pussycat there, and this is it. Oh, there's me little bit of wadding that I got from Cowslip Workshops of my bag there, to put on my lap stand to stop it crushing, because I've forgotten to bring some felt. So, and that is it. That is as far as I am. I think you can see that there. Yes. I'm excited to get onto the last row. I think it'll feel like a big achievement. When I get this one done, I think it'll be the biggest feeling of achievement of this so far. So obviously you have little mini wins along the way. But I think getting to the final row, and I suspect, I hope, well, I just hope I don't lose me passion for it by the time I get there. Okay, what have I got now? Now I randomly picked this up. Randomly. Now, which way? Oh, if I hold it this way. So, I started this last year, Boo Cat by Dirty Annie's. I'll be honest. Look, I've got my glass with two legs. They're not new ones. These are just more readers that I've got. I can't remember how or where I got this. Whether I've bought it on its own. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. So I randomly picked this back up, and I am doing this on 36 count Mirage. So all I'd done was the Boo. So I've started coming down here and picking the cat up. I am starting to look towards Halloween stitching. I love Halloween. Halloween and autumn stitching, and I love the autumn weather-wise. It's a great bit of fabric to do it on as well. So that is Boo Cat, and it's just two colours. Am I doing it with the cold for? Probably. I'm doing it with black. There's Weeks Dye Works Onyx and Pumpkin that they use. And they're using $22.92. I am sure that is not. Oh no, that's $22.92. That's the stitches. So there's $22.92 of the black stitches. So it says at the bottom, WDY. What's that? Anyway, it says at the bottom, WDW, Weeks Dye Works. But there's a number. I don't know. Anyway, I'm doing it all black, and I'll just decide that 310 black. I will just pick an orangey colour to go with it. That was a bit painful, wasn't it? I'm sorry about that. I don't know why that was just so painful. Done a little bit more on this, and this is another Dirty Annie's. It's a bit strange as well. So, Old Salem Sanatorium. This is my word stitch. Apologies if you can hear that beeping. That's my wash I finished. I've just stripped the bed, so that's today's job. I like a word stitch, I've discovered. So this is my word stitch. And I haven't done very much on it, I don't think, since you last saw it. So basically, I finished the M, which I'm sure we talked about last time, because that's that glorious, glorious M that I love. So basically, I've just started putting the sign in. And I mentioned before, this sign, I mean, there's a lot of stitching in that. And I don't think the time is worth the effort that it's going to take to do them. So I'm doing the outer border, I'm doing one row of the inner border, and then I'm going to do the established stitch it. So rather than stitch the background and leave that in the negative, I'm going to stitch the negative. And this is done on 30 count Crispy October by Primitive Hair, and I'm stitching it with Weeks Dye Works charcoal, and that is actually what it's called for. I don't know whether I deliberately did that or not, who knows, who knows, but that is that one. Let's see what else we've got going on in my world. 3 more. 3 more. So, I am starting to see the light at the end. Jardin Privé cat lovers, I have been on with this for too long. Way too long. And I am starting to see the end. Let's just move my needle minder. So what have I done? What have I done on it? And I've talked about this recently, saying it's become a bit of a slog stitch. So over here I've filled in my little Sammy's white bits. I just used a cream to fill in her little spots, and I've come down here and I've done this cat, and I've used the same as up here, variegated thread from Paintbox Threads, and I love this because gem. So these are all cats that I've had or have got at the moment. So these 2 Grey Tabbies are the ones I've got at the moment, and Jem does this. He all the time, because he likes the top of his bum stroked or scratched. Likes his head stroked and his bum scratched. Tell me you're male without telling me you're male. So yeah, so I've done that. And did I move? Oh, I did. I came over and I finished me black cat's legs. So it was just like another row, and his 2 front paws, 2 front legs. So I've done that. And black cats, I've had Shadow, who was a rescue when he was 10, I got, and Muffin was similar to Charlie. Muffin was next door's cat. She's not there now, but he decided that my house was a better choice, so he moved in with me. I've had Bobby, he was black and white. I've got Charlie, who's black and white, and Arnie, who was white with black. But anything that's white on here isn't going to show. So this last one is going to be my little Tabitha. My little Tabitha, and I got her as a kitten many moons ago, and I lost her when she was 18, at the beginning of 2020. I was devastated, absolutely devastated when I lost her. Real grief right there. So there you go. So coming on, I've just got the last cat. I've got a few little bits of, see these like little hearts, and I've got like another one of these to put in somewhere. So there's a few snagging bits, but I am holding out for a hero. I'm holding out for a heroic finish is what I'm holding out for. I will be pleased to get the back, to see the back of this. I love it, but this last few months of stitching it have been heavy going, really heavy going. Okay, we now have Sophia Church by La Di Da. Is that the right way around? Yes. I was missing a sampler stitch. I need to get a new marking sampler stitch as well. So I started that a couple of weeks ago, and I have finished the border. Can I get it up? I'm saying I've finished the border. I've finished the bones of the border. So the last time you saw it, I was up to about here and here. So I've put in all of this, and I have started, oh no, to the bottom. So I've started doing some more of these little things. So now that the bones of the border is in, I can jump around and do what I fancy. But I'm going to get, I am a vegetables first kind of girl, so I'm going to get more of these put in before I jump to the really good stuff, to the flowers in the middle. And this is being done on 36 count parchment by weeks. This and 36 count winter moon appear to be my staple go-tos. I love them. I love this parchment. I love the colour of it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, and I'm doing it with the... Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, that's atrocious, isn't it? Dear. Oh no! Cross stitch police are gonna come and find me. That's better. All the threads. So I'm doing it with all the code for DMC. They are charted for over dyes, but I'm just doing it with DMC. And my last one, which is linked to my giveaway today, is my Rachel bird, my pretty bird. Now I call this my Rachel bird because, as you know, my friend Rachel has opened Talking Dog Online Stitchery, and just massive gratitude to you all who go over and order from her. We need to keep it going. This is for life, it's not just for Christmas. Did you see that little orb? There's loads. I get so many orbs on here. Just, anyway, I don't often notice them when I'm doing it. It's usually when I watch it back. So, Pretty Bird by the Artsy Housewife. And it is coming on. She is coming on. And I'm doing this on parchment as well, funnily enough. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Have you seen it? Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. It is bloody, bloody, bloody lovely. So I never explained why I called it Rachel Bird. So this was one of the first patterns I ordered. I think I ordered 4 or 5 from her. And this was in that. And this is the first one I've started. So I keep thinking of it as like, it's me pattern from Rachel. So it's me Rachel Bird. So that's why it's ended up being a Rachel Bird. So I've finished all of him off, and I've come down here, done all of the outside and started to fill in the middle, and I've done all around here with the leaves. So I've done quite a bit on that one. This is going to be stunning, and I've already thought of how I'm finishing it. I think I'm going to hem the bottom, and I'm going to have it as a bell pull. Pull. I would like it as a hanging something, so something along those lines. But just the colours, and I'm not sure if I've ever loved a pattern more than that one. I wouldn't care, it wasn't even the one I wanted, but I might have that one now as well. That is it. That's all my stitching, guys. that is one finish, one new start to be then restarted, and a few whips. I didn't do as much this week because I was busy last weekend. I was providing tech support to my parents. That was painful. I seriously took one for the team. My brother and sister got away scot-free. I seriously took one for the team with that. It's all sorted though. So, and my sister's moved house, so I went over to visit her as well to see her new house. So I didn't get as much time stitching as I normally would on a weekend. So I'm really looking forward to this weekend and getting my head down and getting some stitches put in. Okay, let's move on to gifts and giveaways and what do you call it? Forward plans. That's the other one. Okay, not even 2 minutes, a nanosecond I will be. Okay, I'm back. So let's do a quick health update because I don't want to end on that. So I'll do it kind of in the middle before I show you what prezzies I bought myself from Rachel's shop. And do the giveaway results for the voucher for Rachel's shop and Artsy Housewife Mellow Yellow as well. So some of you might remember that I went for this endoscopy a few weeks ago, starved myself. I cancelled. I was meant to be away that weekend with Sammy from Little Loop Stitching, Sarah, who's cross_stitch_Sarah, Edita, Shirley, Caroline. If there was anybody else I've forgotten, I'm sorry. But anyway, I was meant to be away with them, doing a shopping trippy weekend. So I cancelled that, took time off work, wound myself up for it to get there, because it was just for the consultant to go, yeah, we'll do an endoscopy. Thanks for that, mate. So I finally went yesterday, and I got most of the results straight away. So basically, and this was why it linked to before. So making a cup of tea. They've found I was having a lot of tummy pain, like, you know, sort of right in your actual stomach, not your abdomen. And I take a lot of tablets, Put it this way, I've just taken my morning ones and there's 14 of them. So once you add the rest up, yeah, we're talking a lot of tablets. And I've taken some of them for quite a long time. So they did this endoscopy. They found I've got severe esophagitis. For anybody who doesn't know, your esophagus runs down here, so that's like your feeding tube. And gastritis, which is down sort of towards the end of your tummy, coming out into your duodenum, sort of the top of your intestines. So after he'd done it, and I had it without sedation, it was awful. It was awful. I mean, I lived. I got through it. Obviously, I'm here to tell the tale, but it wasn't very pleasant. He came over. He'd done something at the computer, and then he came back over and he went, "Well, you have a very big problem with your stomach." And I thought, "Oh no, I can't fill it enough." Yeah, that's the problem I've got generally with my stomach. But anyway, yeah, so I've got that. So what they're looking at doing is just changing some of my medication, stopping one of them, which can cause irritation. And he took 6 biopsies to send away. So we'll wait for those to come back. It'll be fine. So, and he gave me some lifestyle advice. Ugh. Eat more vegetables. No! Stop vaping. No! Do some more exercise. Oh no. You know that lifestyle advice that health professionals love to give you. So yeah, so it's I mean, I kind of knew it was coming. So you don't take that much medication for that long a time without having some consequences. So I knew there was going to be something come of it. So that is it. So it's not very exciting. It's just a bit something to learn to live with. So yes, I did say I would attempt to live a little bit healthier, to be more mindful about what I'm eating. Less sweets, more veg. So there you go. So anyway, before, what he also said was cut down on any spicy food. And he didn't say this, but I do know, and I was doing a little bit of research afterwards, that caffeine can affect it. So when I was drinking my Coke before, my tummy just felt rotten. So I've tipped it out and I've got tea instead. And I don't drink that much caffeine, to be fair, normally. So that's it. Not very exciting, but that's what it is. So I then went shopping after the hospital. Clothes shopping. I went retail therapy shopping to make me feel better. And I got this. A new frame from Next. And I like Next's frames. This was £12. So more expensive than some of them, but there's they do some really nice ones for about £4, £5, £6, and I've had a few of them over the years. So anyway, I got this. I also got, if you watched my unboxing the other day, I got the Halloween stitch along with historical sampler, and you can sign up for that. First part comes out the 15th of July. I assume you can sign up till the 15th, but it looks fab, and I definitely recommend the box. Definitely. If you haven't watched me unboxing, head back and watch it. So I got from Rachel, Talking Dog, Stitchery. Where's my glasses? Because I'm going to probably need them. I got another cottage garden thread. Now I'm not sure if it's pronounced Saurus or Surus. Suri. So what? So what? No, I'm thinking Swarry. I've got no idea how you say it, but that's what I got, and it's pretty. I also got, and this was where I have banged on, poor Rachel. I have banged on and on and on and on and on about getting this pattern. I first saw it when Lauren, the New Hampshire stitcher, had stitched the model for it and put it on Instagram, and I was like, oh my god. And that was when I discovered the Artsy Housewife, and I went down a little bit of an Artsy Housewife. Oh my god, I need all these patterns. So I finally got the flower pot sampler. I love this. Do I love it more than Pretty Bird? Not sure now. I would have said yes before I started stitching my Rachel bird, but I got two. So one for a giveaway. It's not going to be today, but one is for a giveaway. Poor Rachel. Her life hasn't been worth living. I got Jardin Privé. We know I like a Jardin Privé. And got all these little birdhouses. And I have someone in mind to stitch this for. I thought this was really pretty. And I then got, and I've been after this for a long time, AB 1816. I love this. I just think it's such a gentle palette, and it I've got the silks on the way to stitch this. They're called for Belsoir. And I did see on Brenda and Laura got a copy of this a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago maybe. And I was like, oh well, that's it. I needed it anyway, but I definitely needed it after it's been sanctioned by Laura. Because, you know, they are the bosses of cross stitch, apart from maybe Carol Saltbox. And then we hit Stacey Nash. I will cut you. I love that. I think that's fabulous. And I got this one. Now this is Jack-o'-lantern Swan. God, that was a Geordie. Sewn, Pocket and Chatelaine. I'll show you there. I'll read it out. Jack-o'-lantern, such a fright, glowing on this Halloween night, grinning wide for all to see, spooky but you don't scare me. Isn't that fab? I love that. And I got another, she likes our pockets, does our Stacey. Run with scissors, sewing pouch. So that's the foldy over bit, and that's the back bit. I love that. I don't know why I say like, oh, I love that. I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't. Buttermilk and blue sampler sewing bag. There we are. And obviously Rachel's got all of these in. An itching start on some of these. What's this one called? Lydia Corker sampler sewing roll. It's this bit down here I like. I love all these flowers. Reminds me a little bit of Sophia Church. What does it say on this? Of improvement. Learn by the bee from each event. Learn by the bee from each event to find some hint of UFE or profit to your mind. Nothing too formal, but you may draw from thence improvement for your virtue or your sense. Honey like this, life evils with, oh, I don't know how to pronounce that, affage, not sure, and yield you sweets in your declining age. Actually never read that last bit. How to make yourself feel good. So that is that one, and the last one I got is Jane LaFergie hoop and thread sewing bag. So it's that. And then you can see how she's made it into the bag in the back. And that is it. I'm saying that is it. That's enough. Definitely enough. So that is my Rachel shopping for this week. And I have got a very exciting giveaway, which we will do after I tell you the giveaway results from week previous to last week. So I was giving away the Artsy Housewife Mellow Yellow, and the person who won that is, and this lady comments on every video, and she's got the same name as one of my friends, so I'm very, like, whenever she comments, I notice. I mean, I notice everybody, but I'm like, oh, yeah. So anyway, yeah, Sherrie, just tell her who it is. Karen Barker 5018. So Karen Barker 5018, you won Mellow Yellow from the Artsy Housewife. And I've got a £15 gift voucher that I bought. This isn't from Rachel. I bought this for a giveaway, and the person who has won it is, and again I'll put them along the bottom, Kathy Simith 6678. So Kathy Simith 6678. Now we do need to say, because what I'll do is I'll email you the gift card that I got. So I'll need an email address to send it to. The other thing is, Kathy, I don't know where you are in the world now. I should have realised to say that Rachel doesn't ship internationally. It's all to do with taxes and insurance and business reasons. So she's not shipping it internationally as yet, unfortunately. But if you are abroad, let me know, because Rachel will send your whatever you order to me and I'll post it abroad. So if you are abroad, let me know, but don't just go ahead and buy it, because she won't send it to you if you're not in the UK. So that is that. And as a very, very kind gesture and thank you, Rachel has given me a pattern to give away. And what else would it be? Pretty bird. So I have got a pattern, and this is from Rachel at Talking Dog Online Stitchery. I'm not sure if she's sold out of these again. I know she bought them. They sold out, and then she bought some more. I'm not sure if they're sold out or not at the moment. So definitely put it on. She's got a notify me thing set up. So as soon as she gets it, she will put it online. But this is a giveaway. And we will use the word pretty. So Pretty, use the word pretty. And that is that. So I think I've done everything. Forward plans, what am I going to do? I have got a new start. That's a good point, Sally. I counted my new starts, and so far to date, I have got 29. That doesn't include the 12 monthly Quakers, because technically I started them on the 31st. But I've also got 25 finishes. So I'm kind of not quite breaking even, but I'm not that far away from it. So I have got a planned new start for July the 1st. I am going to do... I'll go and grab it. Christmas Rules by Primrose Cottage. I was talking a couple of videos ago that I did hive rules last year, and I started in March and finished like October, like took the 6 months to do it. So I'm going to attempt to do the same with this, do it in chunks, try and get each bit done. So I just need to divide it into however many months are left and figure out where I can stop and start. And I've decided to do it on blue linen. And I just did a bit of floss toss. They've got it on like grey Ada. So I'm just going to do it on this. It's a little bit darker than what it's shown out on there. This colour in the middle is probably closer to what it is. So I am going to do that. What else am I going to do? I need to work on August and get that nailed. And I need to finish off, fully finish. What's the other one called? August. No, July. July. And then I need to restart me wee bird. Is there anything else? Finish Cat Lovers. So I've got a few little goals for this next week. Sometimes I just flounce about and pick whatever I fancy, and other times I have got a plan. So that is my plan for today, for the next week. Okie doke. So, today's final quote, and this is a little bit selfish, because I've got this health stuff going on, because I've got something else that I'm dealing with as well with me back, but that's an ongoing issue. But it's been two quite big health updates for me this week, which is exciting. Not. So with me in mind, and if anybody else is dealing with health stuff, it can be really challenging, whether you're expecting the news or not. To actually get it still knocks the wind out of you a little bit. So if anybody is going through some diagnostic tests, or has just been diagnosed with something, or just had results back, you know, I feel your pain at the moment. I feel your pain. But I need to get back to living for today, and that's all we've got. So with health and me in mind, the final thought for this week, health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. And that's from Buddha. Bye for now.